Hi there. So today I'm only traded futures, especially Nasdaq. I'm not even seeing what happening in GBPUSD. As per my plan, I'm not gonna trade for at least 1 month. Future, not forex. I'm not gonna trade forex for 1 month just because to focus fully on futures, especially Nasdaq. I'm in a pursuit of mastering Nasdaq. Today was the first day, so I'm executed not one entry. As you can clearly see, a lot of entries. This was my very first entry. I can break it down very quickly here. So the plan is very simple. The plan is super simple. I marked all the fair value gaps here. This is one some sort of liquidity in high time frame, especially in 15 minutes, and I can explain it a bit later after that. Um, Sell say liquidity. This is exactly the market opening candle from all the way down. Failed to clear out this liquidity. Instead, it give that inversion, nice little inversion close above. After I get that inversion, instead I execute my first buy entry here for the stopper. This expecting it's going to create some sort of fair value gap and it's holding the price pushing higher at least to the not to the internal, at least to the session high because today the session high was very obvious. That's the reason why I aimed multiple times, but it didn't approach that level so far. Yeah, it is obviously what it is obviously a session high, Asian session, London session high. It's a flat triple top. So I targeted that. I consider it as a liquidity pool. So I buy say liquidity. So I targeted that straight away. The first mistake for in this entry, it's not sweep. It's failed to sweep any sort of liquidity at the bottom. It just sweeps some sort of liquidity. It's not even a liquidity. It's just I consider it as a liquidity in 1 minute, but it's not the actual. The major liquidity was this. It's come down, manipulate to the downside, failed to clear out any liquidity here. Flip the fair value gap, and it's failed to go higher. Instead, what happened? It's a kind of a 15 minutes fair value gap and the high time fair value gap. It's as soon as it's tapped the fair value gap, nice reaction to the downside, flip, and it's created the fair value gap, which keep on respecting. Nice displacement towards downside, market opening low, and the liquidity clearly swept the liquidity. This is where the most of the trade is like PB traded, PB executing the short entry here. Justin Verlin executed the short entry here. He understand market manipulating to the downside, failed to clear out any liquidity, it goes up. As soon as he understand it's tap the breaker, so it taps the breaker of the higher time frame fair value gap and tap the some sort of fair value gap in higher time frame. He identified this initial flip and this fair value gap creation. So he went down to 30 seconds, execute the position, got this move, put the stop at this high, expect got the really nice move towards downside. After that, what happened? I was stopped. I was stopped out right here. I risked pretty much $580 in that trade. That was my very first entry in my Top Step account, 50K eval. Very first account, very first trade, and I lost $500 in it in this execution. Second, I was super confused. Come all the price. What happened here? Goes up. It goes up to this point, then it's flip the family gap, hold in. Good push to the downside. Nice break. At this point of time, I was like, okay, fine, it's kind of displaced towards downside. So I went for a shot here. I execute the sell entry here, try to put the stop at the high. And it's before I moved my stop, it stopped me out because I executed 15 contracts in Nasdaq. I risked it on $90 and I execute the position, try to move the risk towards up to this point to this level. Before I moved my stop, it stopped me out just because my I didn't notice my contract size. It's 15 contracts with $200 risk. That's the reason why it's executed right above this level. It's my entry was here, my stop loss was right here. It stopped out instantly. I couldn't do anything. Uh, my max risk per day in my challenge account is $750. After that, I set my limit. Once I once I breached $750, it's automatically lock my top step account, so I can't able to trade further. So I can only trade the following day. I can able to do anything in that session. So it's automatically locked. So I couldn't do anything. So today I'm lost almost $780 in that fresh account. Drawdown, I mean drawdown, yes. More than 1.25, 1.5%, 1.5%, yeah. First execution was this. The reason for the failure is failed to sweep any sort of liquidity. Second execution is just purely chasing. I didn't know what the hell is going on. I consider, I not even consider. I as soon as I understand the big displacement, I marked out this fair value gap. So I execute position here, put the stop of this high, and expecting some lower prices since I had a lot of fair value gaps in high time frame, and it instantly stopped me out. Um, After that, I went. As soon as I identified the flip, this fair value gap, I bought here expected because it sweep the liquidity. It also consequent encroachment in high time frame. So it's getting tapped. Respect inversion. Created a failure. So executed one more position here and one more position right here. It was in my funded futures, and I only had $200 buffer today. I almost down $1,800 pure drawdown. And this very trade obviously here stop. What the heck, bro? What the heck is that? Wait a minute. Boom. Where is my drawings? Can you please show my drawings, please? I guess I have my drawings here. No, there's that. Go to 5 minutes. Yeah, this is where we have all those things. Now go to 1 minute. Yeah, I don't know what's happening right now. Just the I want to show the markups, right? That's it. That's, yeah. What happened right now? Just something weird, bro. Yeah. Okay, fine. So again, first when I stopped out, I changed my direction, stopped out. Again, I bought. Again, it stopped out. Here, I lost that $200 and I blowed, breached my funded futures account. I blowed that account. Then what happened? It's sweep the low, clean sweep, changing the state, inversion. So I entered again, put the stop, and it wasn't accepted, but I didn't aware about that. In Euro USD, sorry, in ES, it was like the fair value gap that holding that I expect to hold. It's holding here. It's print SMT. This value still holding the price, changing the state inversion. Here it's print SMT, changing the state inversion. So we can expect the dollar to be going to with this. So my friend bought here. I didn't because I don't have any accounts. I lost. My top step account got blocked, and my hundred which is already blown in that nice little fucking bot. So I don't have any access. So I put the entry here, put the stop of this low, expecting the drawn liquidity should be the equal highs. But unfortunately, after clear out this internal liquidity, what happened after clear out this internal liquidity? It's gave the state changing the state. What the fuck is that, bro? What the fuck is that? Okay, okay. So we change the state. Yeah. Internal speed. Internal speed changing the state, big displacement towards this was my M5 fair value gap. So I expect still I anticipated the fair value gaps drawn to going to be higher. That's the reason why I I am expecting higher prices. So as soon as price rebalance to this breaker, tap this 5 minutes. I as soon as I got the inversion, I enter my position, put the stop of this low. Again, it gets stopped out. Obviously, again, still I'm bullish. I can say it as internal. I can say it as internal speed. This is the fair value gap in discounted range inversion. So I expect this should hold the price. As per my wish, it's give a really nice reaction. Flip all the fair value gaps, big displacement. So I entered my buy here, put the stop at this low. It just these are the things. One, two, three are just an mental entry. The actual entry was one, two, three, one, two, and three. Both every one, two, three, three entries. Almost I lost everything. So one, two, three. The rest of the entries is just I'm took my mental entry. I'm not executing anything physically. It go all the way up, rebalance. So still expecting higher prices. So I as soon as I get the flip, I entered, expecting some higher prices, but it's doubting out. As soon as it's flip all the fair value gap inside this fair value gap, I again bought the stop at this low, expecting the same high. I was very adamant. I was very stubborn. Not only me, lot of traders because this was the obvious draw liquidity for this day. It's equal session highs. Sequence session highs. I can clearly show that. You can clearly see this is that liquidity. That's the reason why we expecting that to attain. Okay. So mm, so here after what I did here. mm, So anticipate this. This is also stopped me out. Okay, fine. So exactly what happened, bro? Give me a moment, please. So exactly what happened here is, stopped me out. Sorry. After sweep this internal, it's failed to clear out this high, changing the state. It's leave this big family gap right here. Go all the way up. Tap the breaker. Tap this family gap. Comes down. It's literally flipped this family gap in 5 minutes. Goes again manipulate. This was manipulation move. Goes up all the way up towards this high. You can clearly see in ES it sweep the high. In ES it sweep the high, but in Nasdaq it didn't. It print as SMT here, and you can clearly see the loss formed fair value gap. After sweeping this high in the breaker, the last found fair value that holding the price now got ran through inversion, which changing the state, clean market maker sell model inside the market maker sell model. Again, this if the market is really bullish, if the market is really bullish, if it's a real structure shift, if this value gap is true, it should hold the price and pushing higher towards this high, right? Since it's flipped, it start to play out. I expecting the price to go lower. This is was my wrong agree that what exactly hit in the morning, right? So the problem with this entry is most of my most of my biases, most of my confidences is in this side because we have this safety here. Big change in the state not only in 1 minute but also in 5 minutes, 15 minutes. It's flipped this fair value gap, which holding the price right here. And we also got the manipulation more sweep, consequent encroachment has been respected. So big displacement towards upside, 5 minutes fair value gap. So inversion, lot of things aligned, and then the big clean liquidity pool upside. So a lot of things aligned to go for buy. That's the reason why I keep on buying here. It is worked until this point. After that, it's start to print a market make a sell model. That's the reason why this flip not work. That's the reason why this file gap getting close below. That's the reason why this big file gap get flipped because it's just a manipulation. It's purely selling up here. The because I'm not aware about this, I just keep on buying the just because the equal high seems so sexy, right? So this was a very great example and very beautiful day for me to learn a lot of things. The first mistake in the day is the this is the entry pattern. Market open, liquidity sweep, enter. Market open, liquidity sweep, inversion, enter. Yeah, we followed everything, but the thing is, it's not sweep the liquidity in high time frame in major liquidity. They just sweep the some sort of low in 1 minute. That's the reason why it's not worked. And one more thing, it's yeah, no, that's it. If it after it flipped the fair value gap, if it created some fair value gap here, it would be a plus model, but it didn't print it. It won't still get it. reverse its direction. There is this second entry which is really great. SMT change the state, flip all this thing, go all the way up to the inversion, fail to close, get to this level. Then you start to print the market making sell model. Even though you are not aware about this, you are not aware about this. After you see this SMT, yes, this high continuously getting protected. Change the state break displacement. Once it taps this breaker to this fair value gap, it start to displace very fast. It was like after it reach this level, change the state, break displacement, come all the way down, sweep this liquidity, close below all the fair value gaps and high time frame. Then it rebalance to higher prices. Fairly clear this side, but here it's cleared out. And you can clearly see the A plus 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 model, A plus plus A price action. The last file that holding the price got ran through, clear the first leg. Flip, flip, change the state with big displacement. You can confidently target this and this because you can clearly see the bullish thing is not working here. The order flow is extremely bearish, and it's yeah, that's it. It's close to below in 5 minutes. If I want to show you, I can clearly show you in 5 minutes. So yes, this me not just give me a moment. Mm, just one shot. Okay, he is Nasdaq. Okay, good. So good. Okay, go to 5 minutes. Fine. You can clearly see. I can clearly explain it in 15 minutes. Then I go to 5 minutes, bro. So this was the whole day, bro. This was the whole day. Yeah, this is our morning thing. Previous day, good fresh to the downside. Tiny steep rebalance to the extremely discounted fair value gap from the seller side, and it's keep on holding. And you can clearly see the fair value gap that holding the price now got ran through. And this is a high time frame, which means 15 minutes breaker, right? This is a 15 minutes breaker. And you can clearly see this is the clean liquidity. And this is the market opening candle. The market opening candle failed to sweep this liquidity. This is the major liquidity for today. This one liquidity, this is second liquidity aligned with this in my fair value gap, but market just played out after sweeping this liquidity. Market open indecision candle failed to clear out any liquidity here. The next candle sweep the liquidity, print SMT, big displacement to the upside. Before it happened to the downside, it happened to the upside. What happened here? It's this candle just swept, go all the way up, close here. The next candles go on sweep this high, sell off all the way down towards. I don't know how it's formed. I'm just not tell explain it in the correct way, I guess. So eventually, what happened? You can clearly see there is no direction today. It's kind of this is the range which formed in the first 30 minutes. First 30 minutes range. The whole day just traded inside the range, right? The whole day just traded inside the range, which means it's a consolidation day. There is no big movement today. And this is the liquidity which swept, and in 5 minutes it's gonna be done clear. So this is a market opening candle. So this is not this is here. This is a market opening candle. Fairly clear this liquidity, go up, come all the way down. So as you can clearly see, if I'm trading GBP I never trade this kind of entries. I wait for high probability setups, wait for the clean liquidity to sweep, clean change in the state, proper price action. But just because I'm trading futures, I'm executing some dumb ass trades. This is nothing. I don't find anything here. This is not a significant range, and there is no displacement. There is no change in the state. Even though this is a change in the state, there is no fair value gap created. There is no displacement. Nothing in 5 minutes. So I never trust this kind of entries. In GBP USD, if I trade for futures, sorry, Forex, I never trade this kind of entries. If I even trade this, because there is no significant swing low formed, there is no structure. Yeah, it's a structure, but there is no displacement of fair value gaps. But it's kind of really not good. As soon as it sweep this fair value gap, holding the price, pushing lower, you can close candle, close below, which indicates a structure shift, right? The series of up close candle close below, which indicates a structure shift. We should be very aware about this kind of candles. After sweeping the some sort of liquid internal, a series of close candle close below, which indicates a change in the state. The next candle could follow up. This is a 5 minutes candle in Nasdaq, kind of holding until this point to this breaker. The next move literally flip this fair value gap. So as soon as this 5 minutes value gap got flipped, we don't have any business for to go for buy anymore. We can't. We should trust this as a sell model. That's how we supposed to trade, right? Yeah, man. If it is a market buy model, we should expect this value to hold, but it didn't. It's kind of what happened. Quick displacement, which means the change in the state, come back. The breaker, as soon as it's pulled back to this level, the breaker, so in lower time frame breaker, respected, could push the downside, flip, it's create a fair value gap, and it ran through all until which point? Until it's hit the SMT here, go all the way up, print SMT, speak on last time, big displacement, close below, form fair value gaps in 15 minutes and 5 minutes, and that fair value gap getting tapped, engineer the liquidity on last time, nice push, clear out the liquidity. As soon as it's cleared out this liquidity, what happened next? As soon as it's cleared out this liquidity, entering the 5 minutes, 15 minutes of 15 minutes fair value after it's cleared out this liquidity, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. After swap this liquidity, what happened? Nice inversion, right? Nice inversion with big displacement. What happened in 1 minute? If it's anything clear for me? Yeah. After sweeping that liquidity, what happened? After sweeping this liquidity, big displacement, there is no structures, bro. That's the reason why I don't like this kind of trades. What kind of structure? I don't have anything, right? I don't have anything. It's come all the way down, big displacement, backup, accumulation, kind of pushing higher. Does that seems good? Do you find anything here? No, I don't find anything here. I don't find nothing here. At least in 5 minutes, I do find something. After it sweep the liquidity, it gave a really nice reaction. What kind of reaction is it? Inversion with big displacement. It's also close above this level. Big, nice inversion. Good continuation. Open up this level gaps. Holding, holding, pushing higher. Kind of not pushing higher. It's kind of full accumulation. It's still trading inside this level gap, right? Yeah. That's pretty much it. Lot of learning today. Lot of learning through hard way, right? Through hard way, not by easy way. Through hard way, I learned a lot of things today. In 1 hour, this was the whole day. This was the whole day. In 1 hour, 9 o'clock, Wednesday, Thursday, right? Today is not a fine trading day, bro. It's purely a consolidation day. The loss formed the fair value gap, and the loss formed the fair value gap, and the Wednesday, there was a good dump to the downside and it printed a big 1 minute, 1 hour fair value gap. The whole day traded inside the fair value gap. It's a pure consolidation day. It's a pure consolidation day. You can clearly see what this is 8 o'clock. So from 8 o'clock to until this point, it's kind of accumulating here. It's kind of accumulating here. There is no direction, there is no reaction, nothing. So whatever you are doing, if you're buying or selling, if you're planning to expect big price movements today, it was not that. It's just accumulation. From that point itself, it's just an accumulation. There is no big movements. It's not even close. It's not even reached this point. It's not even reached that point. It's traded inside this range. It's a solid consolidation day, range bound barcode day. This kind of trades you should avoid that. That's the reason why the price action was pretty annoying. It's kind of flipping either side, not taking found one direction. That's the reason you get stopped out multiple times. So the problem with me is I was not I was not in my control. I kind of executing trades with impulse. I was not following my rule. I have some plans. I have the plan to execute two trades per day. 1% first trade, second trade should be $250. So the overall loss should be $750. The on my max trading window should be 9 o'clock to 11:30. So I actually started trading 9:30 to 11 11:30. It's gonna be the 10:30, 11:30. Yeah, it's gonna be just 2 hours. But I have to sit in front of the market at least 9 o'clock. My risk reward is 1:1. That's it. That was my plan for the whole month. I might change based on my performance, but as of now, it should be it. So that's it, man. That was no solid price action today. It's a pure consolidation. That's the reason why it's flipped either side and stopped you out. Yeah, and one more confluence is just because you have the off this draw liquidity, which means it's going to go that price for now at this point of time. It's an obvious draw liquidity, but you never know it's when it's going to be. So that's the reason why you always take some partials, take risk, keep a risk reward ratio pretty solid. 1:1, 1:1.5, 1:2. At least you have to take something off at 1:1. Yes, you never know because today is a great example because the draw liquidity is pretty obvious. I saw a lot of traders in on YouTube. They are also trying to cut the same move, but they couldn't because the market was moved to the trade to that level. It kind of chopping around. So that's the reason why you have to be very cautious with you take profits. So that's it. That's everything for today. Have fun. I'll post another video tomorrow. That's it. Yeah, good. I will watch this.